Mitten daar, welkom dagen dit is our bednik, Kroeder Kroghen. Well, from that you can probably tell that this special edition is coming from Lwenda Perrin, which once again is being held at the packed Ponsmere Hotel at Perrin Porth. This is the 12th Lwenda Perrin, and each year gets better and better, with an increasingly varied programme of events, ranging from dancing, music, storytelling, short and lively talks on various topics of Cornish interest, in where, pith benag o agus lays, if it's ubba ragaway putra. Well, although from all appearances the festival was in full swing on Wednesday evening, the official opening was not until Thursday midday, when Dave Collister, from the Isle of Man, and current president of Pan Celtic, launched the proceedings. David in his speech referred to the current revival of Cornish dancing, and stressed the importance of involving children, and it is with the children that the future of our various Celtic cultures is assured. David's speech was followed by a concert featuring children from Cornish schools, our very own children, who have put a considerable amount of work into individual items and are at this moment a strong future for Cornwall. Ubma we are clues and gan Dulagas Bean, Kennis Gans Flays, Skull and Epscop. Yes, a song, Little Eye, sung by the children of the Bishop's School. After the concert, I spoke to Dr. John Chesterfield, Grand Bard of the Cornish Gorseth, about the part children play in Celtic relations. I started by asking John what he thought of the children's concert.
Oh, I thought it was better than ever. Some of the contributions of the schools were really quite professional.
Do you think children's concerts of this nature are a good thing to promote good relations with other countries?
Well, they help to do that, but more important than that, I think, it helps children to appreciate their own heritage and their own culture when they're actually doing something towards it.
What other activities would you like to see the children do in promoting this relationship?
It would be nice to, if they could have children from other Celtic countries in their homes, exchange views and exchange ideas about their own dancing and their music and what they like to do and all the things that children like to talk about.
So you're talking really of family twinnings, of one family from Cornwall going to Ireland or to Brittany?
Well, why not? I mean, we have twinning with France and Germany and so on. Why not with Ireland and with Scotland and Wales?
How do you find the culture of Cornwall these days compared to that from the other countries?
Difficult to say because I don't know enough about all the culture of other countries. Only I'm learning, but it takes time to learn. The impression years ago was that we were very poor compared with Scotland and Wales and Ireland and Brittany. But I think as time goes on, we are rediscovering our own heritage, our own culture, and able to take our place with the other 5 countries.
The proof of the popularity of the Lwenda Perrin is shown by the number of people who return year after year. I spoke to 2 from Ireland, Matt Teeman, who with his Cayley band are making their 2nd trip, and then to John Torpey, who is here for his 6th. I first asked Matt Teeman, it's your 2nd year. Are you enjoying it?
Very much so, very much. One of the best festivals I would ever have in all my life. Yeah.
Well, you came last year. Last year was your first year.
First year, yes.
Did it come up to your expectations last year?
More than what I expected. Really more. I never thought it would be so enjoyable. And I never thought I'd hear so much lovely traditional music played over in Cornwall. And all the different participants, they were wonderful with their own code of activity. Brilliant. And for the greatest experience for me as I'm getting on in the world, and I'm associated with Irish traditional stuff since I was 4 years of age, to come and meet the like of the Isle of Man, the Cornish people themselves, and the Scotch people, Brittany, all were absolutely beautiful.
Well, you've got your own Cayley band, Matt.
Yes.
How does Cayley music over here compared to Ireland? Are you happy what you hear?
Oh, quite happy. Yeah, I'm sure there was music played even last night by yourselves that I couldn't play. You played brilliant music last night, and I really sat back and enjoyed it. It was certainly on par with the Irish stuff. There's no two ways in life about that.
Now, this year is your second year.
Yes.
If you had a chance to come next year, would you come again?
Well, that depends on the man above. I'm getting on a bit in the world, but I certainly, if I have only one leg, I'll be here.
Right, just in speaking of Matt, this is his second year here.
Oh, yes.
Now, you've been coming for a number of years, John, so you must like it.
This is my 6th year.
6 years.
6th year in a row. Well, the past 2 years I've come on my own. And I suppose maybe to partake of the festivities on my own rather than being with a group, because every time I came I had a group with me, and they were mostly young people, which I had to worry about and some big responsibilities. So now I'm able to let my hair down and enjoy myself probably a bit more.
What do you think of the Wender Perrin as a festival?
I think it's improving all the time. I think you take last year on the Wednesday night, on the Thursday night, well, everybody was just moping around and so on. But this year, like, we had sessions last night up to 2 and half past 2 in the morning. Whereas other years that didn't happen. It didn't really start until Friday night. No. So
You made it 6 years, John. Will you make it the 7th?
thank God, hopefully I will. I would love to make it the 7th.
Although dancing and music, particularly the latter, play a large part in the festival, there are a host of other activities to interest everybody. One of these took place yesterday morning. It was a light-hearted but very informative talk by Ivan Raby on the Saints of Cornwall. I went along to hear Ivan and recorded these couple of interesting and amusing facts about St. Piran and St. Petroc.
So what I'm going to tell you about St. Piran are one or two almost asides on this great man, perhaps the light-hearted piece, because this is not meant to be a very heavy lecture whatsoever. And I think perhaps if we think of him in these terms, it might keep him well in the forefront of our thoughts. Now, digressing slightly, a man of unsteady step and festive appearance, and I gather that there were several men of unsteady step and festive appearance here last night. I've hit the right chord there. Some 200 years ago, was often called a Perriner. And this stems from the fact that in the 18th century, Picarus Day, or the second Thursday before Christmas, was kept as a tinner's holiday in honour of St. Piran, and as a result of which many tinners appeared to be a festive appearance, and at the end of the day, extremely unsteady step. So you're probably holding Lowender Perrin in precisely the right way. But important as St. Piran is, we are keeping about 69 others waiting. So let's move very swiftly to St. Petroc, described as a great apostle of both Cornwall and Devon. Remembered in Cornwall, of course, at Bodmin, where a fine ivory casket decorated with Arabic workmanship, they'll probably change that soon, which once contained his bones, and now reposes in the parish church which bears his name. Petroc is also remembered at Padstow, which was Petroc Stow, and St. Petroc Minor, which the village name is Little Petrick. Petroc founded a great community at Padstow before moving to Bodmin, which down to the end of the Middle Ages, of course, was the religious capital of Cornwall. The relic stealer who carried his bones to Brittany in 1177 declared quite correctly that they were those of the chief saint of Cornwall. Petroc was an able administrator, and as an professional administrator, I therefore must have some kind of feeling for it. He came from Gwent in South Wales. He died at Kroeder in June 564, a well-documented date. It was said that, among other things, he was kind to dragons, no doubt of the Welsh and red variety.
Well, Miraschi, Ivan, hello, Miralays. Yes, thanks, Ivan. That was very interesting, informative, and quite amusing. Now, this is not a report of a festival that has just finished. It is still very much alive. So, why don't you come along today and join in? There's bound to be something for you. There's a banjo workshop, street dancing, Prís Dalith, that's a session for Cornish-speaking children, the storytelling, singing, where everybody can join in, and rounding off this evening, there will be a concert followed by, of course, the now traditional all-night ceilidh. So, Dewey and Rack, come along. And to finish off today's Kroeder Kroghen, instead of the usual Maggie May jingle, here is a short selection of ceilidh and session music recorded at Lwenda Perrin. So, Bísid Nessa, Kernewek, ha, Kernewek.